Do you want to start again? No, it's saying live now.
Oh, yeah.
You're live again now, but it just dropped out.
Oh, we're definitely live. Okay, we are live. We are like take one and take two in one go. All right. Day 3 of the Impact Change Retreat, and our next speaker, I've known this very colourful character, this amazing man here. We've known each other for at least 15 years. We know each other through business blueprint connections, through other networking events.
The World Internet Summit.
The World Internet Summit. Oh, 20 years. That was 2000. That was 2006.
You were there as well?
You were there. Oh,
yes,
my gosh.
yes.
That was with Tom Hua.
Tom Hua?
And Brett McFall.
Oh, there you
2006, World Internet Summit on the Gold Coast. Soon after Facebook started in 2004, 2 years later. And that was a massive event, I remember. Massive event in Service Paradise. And there we were, and I brought up way too many of their programs that day. They were excellent speakers at that event. And so Nick and I go way back, and consistency is so important in business. And as Elizabeth Ray shared with us in the last session, how important it is to come from the heart. And this man, Nik Cree, has a massive heart. He is always doing so much for other people. And interestingly, he's a colourful character who's also into technology and into AI. And he's going to be talking with us today about CRM, AI and marketing automation for founders and small business.
Is that my topic?
That's your topic. Okay. CRM, AI and marketing automation for founders and small business. He ran Business Owners Smashing It Online every week since 2017, even through COVID. You went from, we were actually there at the very beginning, you were running the events in Brisbane and the Gold Coast, and then he started running them online every week, and he had different speakers, and he'd do tech tools every single week. And I spoke at quite a few of those events. I've interviewed Nick several times on my show as well, so there's lots of great content out there. He does my websites, he does my funnels, he's an awesome human being and very good with anything technology. So please welcome to the Impact Change Retreat Day 3 session, Nik Cree.
All right, thank you. I don't know if I'm actually really that good with technology. I just happen to play with things and press some buttons and download stuff and see what does this actually do. So I spend way too much time sitting in front of my 7 computer screens in office. I am surrounded by them. So I think you'd probably say that I'm naturally curious, and I just like to know what's going to work. An interesting thing about it too is I turned, dare I say it, 60, and I don't know how that happened.
That's the new 40.
New 40, I'll take that. In fact, I still wanted it to be my new 20s. And I had a digital agency for about 15 years, and I thought, I'll just take that through until I'm ready to just give it up and retire. Whatever retirement means, I can't imagine that I'll be doing absolutely nothing at all. There's Elizabeth there, and she's still cracking along like she's in her 20s anyway. 45? And lo and behold, this thing comes along called AI, ChatGPT. I remember that in November 2022, and I'd sort of just resisted it and just left it off to the side, and then I tried it. I thought, this stuff's freaking amazing. And I wrote a song with ChatGPT, which I am not going to sing to you today. Well, I would have actually remembered the words of it, but I can't remember. And I remember prompting it, and out came these words for a song. I thought, this is incredible to see. And so from that point on, I was hooked. And I sort of thought, well, this is technology that is out. It's a genie that is not going back in the bottle, whether it's a good genie, a bad genie, or just a genie that we use and decide how we use it. And I don't think we can avoid this thing. So from there, it was a real change from digital marketing into sort of AI, and that ended up into CRMs, and I'll talk about why that is so important. But first of all, I would like to know, all of us here in business, right? So what's the thing that you really enjoy about being in business and doing business? So let's just hear, what are the things that you really enjoy about it?
Freedom.
Freedom, yeah.
Creativity.
Creativity, yep.
Making a real difference.
Making a difference, yes. What else?
Seeing people change.
Sorry?
Seeing people change.
Seeing people change for the better, yep.
For me, in service, there is joy.
Joy, okay.
I think I relate with Tracy.
Yep. So, what does that have to do with technology?
It can be actually rewired and filtered out through many platforms quicker.
Yep.
It can be improved in terms of our message being amplified.
Mm-hmm.
I've used and what else can it do?
Have a bigger reach.
Yeah, have a bigger reach.
Bigger reach,
Have
yep.
a bigger reach, and also give us back some time, which as business owners we are desperately looking for.
Yeah.
Time to do some of the things that we actually really want to do, and often as sole entrepreneurs, we are constantly giving into our business.
So can I just stop you there? So you said something really important there, and that was time to do the things that you really want to do. So, so what are those things that you really want to do?
I would like my business to get to the point where I can manage. I'm going to have a not-for-profit
Yep.
aligned with my business, so I can go out and do my work in the community more.
Excellent, excellent. So that's what you really want to do. All right, what else have we got? What do you really want to do in this life? Yep. Yes. One point with this. So, you're not authentic, you're just using this. else kind of So, you know, after I got $10,000 in business, so that even go, I did it again. So I sent that email again. It worked so well the first time, so why wouldn't I do it again? So the problem in business is people do things once and they never repeat it again. It works so well they don't do it again. So I did it again. In fact, I used to do it 4 times a year. Every quarter I'd send that email. There's slightly different variations, but every quarter. And it would guarantee me sort of...
Get a couple back saying, you emailed that last week.
I did change it slightly, but but you could send the same message and they wouldn't know that they got that 3 months ago. They just know they're hearing from Nick again. So use the tools to show you care. But the great thing about today is that we didn't have back then is you can automate a lot of this stuff as well. So very easily with a CRM, if the very least you could do is that you can send people on your CRM a message to say, hi, how are you? Haven't heard from you for a while. That there is going to do one thing and is going to put you top of mind at the time that people are ready to make decisions in their life that you can help them with. You want to be there at that point there. Not everyone, some people, the people that are there. So you want to keep reminding them that you're around and you can help them. Does that make sense? So if you schedule that in to go out every quarter, you will guarantee yourself getting business back from your clients and even from those people that haven't bought from you because now they're at a point in life that they need your help. So your real challenge in business is not that you don't deliver really exceptional service and you've got a great product or whatever it is you do. It's that you don't tell people about it and people don't know that you're there. In fact, you don't even need to tell people what you do. You just have to be there. So the question is, how are you going to be there? So and to answer Angelique's question, she said that we're bombarded with emails. You know, my best emails that I put out was I used to email people every week content that I didn't write myself, and there was no links to my website on it, apart from just in the signature. So and that used to take me, I was going to say 20 minutes a week to do that. In reality, it took me no time because I had a VA that was doing it. So we used some tools out there. So what I went to find out is what are my sort of clients and customers and people interested in, and so in terms of the field that I operate in. So I found that one of the things they're interested in are what are the latest tools and gadgets and whatever that are out there. That's why people used to come to my show, is because they wanted to find out what's out there. Even if they don't use it, they're just this curiosity about what's available out there that I could use. So that's what I used to give them. And I used to find articles across the web and used to grab the best ones and just grab the first paragraph and the title and the picture, and we would put that in as an article in the newsletter with a link straight to the article itself. And we used to put 5 of those into the newsletter and send it out every week. And it was an automated process. The only part that wasn't automated was my VA would go and select the 5 articles out of ones that we curated. So we used a tool called Feedly. So Feedly will go out and find articles in areas that you're interested or that you put in there. So I put in things that I knew my clients would be interested in. The latest articles that would come in, we just pick out the top 5. But it was all in a list. We had hundreds of articles that we could choose from. We just picked 5 that we thought would be interesting. And my VA would do that. So I didn't have to do it at all because we'd already had a conversation about what my clients like. And so the thing with that is that I would appear in people's email inboxes every week. How many people do you think opened and read those emails? 10%? Probably not even that. Maybe 2%. 2% read them. So, yeah.
What Cohen found, right? If you send too many out, you lose people.
Yep.
Few but consistent. So there's the
through the process. And he, you know, he had all the tests done, X, Y, Z. I don't understand, but he did.
Yep.
And
But he was in a position where he could send out lots and lots of emails and do it. And sometimes he did. Like I used to get his emails and sometimes he used to get lots and lots of them. I would say this, that everybody here in this room would not be sending out as many emails as Kerwin was sending out. No one in this room is matching how many emails I send out. And my unsubscribe rate, I mean, who here gets my emails? So some of you do, yep. If you don't get it, my emails, you will now. Yeah. My AI has been scanning your faces. They're going to be looking for you on the net. They'll be getting your social media handles. You'll be getting it in social media, email, everywhere. And you can do that these days too. My unsubscribe rate is very, very low. It's less than half a percent every time I send it out. So, and everybody here is not sending out enough emails to even get people unsubscribing. The people that do unsubscribe are going to be people that you would never do business with anyway. So all you're doing is you're culling the people that just don't want to be in your world. That's okay. So it's okay to get rid of those people there. Let them self-select themselves out. The ones you want in your environment are those that want to be in your environment. So it doesn't matter whether you've got an email list of 500 or you've got 50,000. What you want is a list of people that want to be in your world and that are looking forward to hearing from you. Now, doesn't mean they're going to read your emails. So 1, 2, 3% of people would read my emails.
what do you put in front?
Sorry?
What do you put in front, you know, before the high engineering can heard from you? What do you put as a, you know, the title thing?
The subject?
Subject.
Oh, so Angelique's asking with that email that I sent out, you know, hi, how are you going? What was the subject? I can't even remember. It was probably something like, how are you? Or haven't heard from you, or something like that. So I can't remember what it was now.
Can I add to this? Dale Beaumont talks about the 9-word email, and I don't know the exact 9 words, but he says something to the effect of, do you, hi so-and-so, use their name, and do you still need help with, and whatever your topic is,
Yep.
right? So do you still need help with marketing or whatever it is? Yeah.
So that's a different sort of email. That one works as well too. So it's people that have been in your world and they've inquired about, you know, your product, serve, downloaded your lead magnet, whatever, and you come and email them sort of 3 months, 6 months, 12 months later, 2 years later, and say, hi, do you still need help with what are your services? Some people will come and respond, yes, I do. Others are like. So that's a more salesy one, and that's a good email as well. So you can use, you know, both of those sorts. But don't be afraid to email your list too much. I would email my list multiple times a week. You know, like 3, 4, 5 times a week. And my unsubscribe rate was really low. Anyone emailing people more than 5 times a week here? No. So if you're not, you're good as gold. You can send an email once a week, that's fine. Once every 6 years, that's probably about normal for business. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Most people didn't read my emails, so what was the point of sending them? Familiarisation. So my name was landing in their inbox. So when they came to delete my email, they had to read my name before they deleted it.
Can I put another side issue that you're paying about? But it's the energy. That's the way I look at it.
Mm.
Right, so it's your name attached to an energy.
And energy, 100%. Yep, so I hadn't pissed off enough people there for them to unsubscribe. So, you know, I was coming from a good place, and, you know, it really is, you know, and all of you will be coming from a good place. So, so the thing with it is my name appeared in people's inbox every week for 7 years, 6 years, 5 years, 2 years, however long it was. Even though they didn't read it, sometimes they might have done it and clicked on something, but they knew I wasn't selling them anything. So these emails were not sales emails. They were giving them stuff that they would be interested in. And you know, the fact, this is when I had the digital agency. And do people need a website to be built every week? No. Once you've got it built, you've got it built. You know, but you're probably not going to go and have one built until another 2, 3, 4, 5 years. So that's not the point. But there are going to be times there that people think, it's probably time I refresh my website. Who shall I go to? What do people normally do when they're looking for products and services? They go to Google and they Google people. So the problem with Google is what happens when people go to Google. Like I know I do. I will open up all of the results on that first page. And I'm going to have a look. So when people do that, anyone else do that? I was just saying, yep. So how do you know from that there who's someone that you can trust that would be good to do business with?
No, their SEO's just really good.
The SEO's really good, yep. And you know this. But people make decisions of I only So you did, yes. And it's great. And it's probably something like create a website, a sales landing page. Here's the content, and it coded the whole thing up. Could cut the code, put it into the website module in Go High Level, and there's the thing. Something that would take 5 days took 30 minutes, and it wasn't perfect, but it was good enough to go. Yeah.
And the website was the link, if you want to see that, it's
impact.aaexpose.com. It's actually up there live, but you'll be able to see what came out. So that is not hand-coded, that is AI-coded. Yeah. What you can do too with it, and I've got another friend there who is connected. There's another LLM tool called Manus. He's connected that to Go High Level, and he prompts Manus to create his website. It builds it inside Go High Level. So he doesn't have to do any copy and pasting of code or whatever. It builds it inside Go High Level. So you don't need a web developer anymore. You can do, and he's not a web guy. So MANUS. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, Nick.
Yes.
Can you just say what you said again? Manus is good for what?
Yeah, but you don't need.
You don't need a web developer.
Yeah.
Yep. So if you're using a tool, and you can probably do it with Claude as well too, Manus or Claude or any, like those are the two best coding platforms. I've tried ChatGPT and Gemini. They don't come out with results as good as say Claude. I think Claude's the best in terms of coding. But you can connect it to Go High Level, and you can instruct it to build your website. Give it the prompts in terms of the sorts of things that you want in it, and you can connect it right through, and it will build it inside Go High Level for you. So it'll build your website. So Go High Level hosts your website, your landing pages, your funnels, courses. If you run courses, you can host your courses inside there as well too. And it's really easy to create your courses and to host it in there as well. You don't need to put your videos up onto YouTube or Vimeo. You just load it straight in. And so you're not having to have all these other platforms that you have to connect up and try and work out how do I embed that into this. It's all in the platform. It is, and that's why I think it really is a game-changing business tool. And I wish I did have shares in the company, but it really is. And you'll look at it and you think, oh, that's expensive, but then you add up all the other tools that you could use, and it will come out cheaper than what you'd be paying to get all these other tools. And if you compare it to someone mentioned, say, Salesforce or HubSpot, whatever, who've got some of them have got their free plans. To get what you get in Go High Level on those platforms there, you'll be spending thousands of dollars a month to get it. Here, you would be spending just a few hundred. Like I know someone that was spending $40,000 a year for their HubSpot to do the things that they can do in Go High Level for about $200 or $300. So that was one favourite tool, wasn't it?
Yes. Yes, it's amazing what's coming out now, and Gemini is another one that's very popular at the moment. ChatGPT seems to be going down the list, interestingly, even though not long ago it was the favourite tool, and there's just so many other tools out there.
Well, that was the first one out of the gate, but now the others are caught up and they've overtaken as well. But you also have to think that all these large language models, they all have different jobs as well. They're all good at different things. So it's just like business, like if you're a coach, you might be good at one area, someone else is good at another area, someone else is good with something else. Same with a large language model. So you just work out which ones is going to be the best for the use that you want it for. For code, I go to Claude. If you're writing stuff, Claude is also good as well too. You've got tools like Descript. If you're doing videos, Descript is great for editing videos and for getting those small little clips and snippets for social media. Fantastic. And it cuts down your editing job from about, I think my VA was spending 2 to 3 days to edit the stuff that we were doing on a Tuesday night with the webinar. He's got it done and all posted, all out on social media and scheduled in a day. Yeah. The other thing that I'd like to say to you too is that, I did mention this, is that with your messaging out there on social media, you don't have to create unique social media posts all the time. You can use the same post over and over and over again. The reason for that is, if you have a look at ads on TV, how many times do you see an ad in a TV in a program that you're watching? So they will not only repeat their ad in every ad break. Sometimes they put their ad in twice in the same ad break. Why do they do that? Repetition. So you need to repeat the message that you want to get out over and 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 over again, so that when people are at the point they're making a decision about, I need the products and services you offer, your jingle comes to mind, not everyone else's, and you don't want to be forgettable. You want to be rememberable, but the only way to be remembered is to say the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Who's got kids here? You know, have you ever told your kids things over and over and over again and they don't listen? Eventually it gets in. So you know, your customers are just like that. Yeah.
I think it's about 30 or 40 times.
Yeah.
And then it actually gets in.
So I'll give you a little tip here. You only need 5 to 7 messages or key things that you do that you put out onto social media. 5 to 7. 7's the absolute max. You know, even if you had 3, that's enough, and you kept repeating those over and over again. One of the processes that I do run with people is we create their social media, or help them to create their social media posts. We don't create them, but help them to do it. So they've got 90 days worth of social media posts that go out onto all the social media channels every single day for 90 days. At the end of the 90 days, it goes back to the start, and they repeat it all again. And so they never have to post ever again because it's in a system that's automated that just keeps on doing it over and over and over and over and over again.
Do you use Replit?
Replit?
Yeah.
I have,
Yeah.
but I don't.
Okay.
Yep, but that's another good app.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the coding aspect of it.
Yes, really good. Excellent. Yep.
Talk to it, and it just does what it does.
Oh, I can tell you some stories about some things that you can do with some of the AI tools today. I was just telling Andrew today that, or was it yesterday? I can't remember. It's been 3 days worth. That a friend of mine has got a client through something called OpenClaw, and so OpenClaw, he's got it on a server in his pantry. Yep. And he had a simple prompt, and that was to go and get him a client. He's a coach. Get me a coaching client. So what this OpenClaw did is it was connected to his email box. It went and researched who his ideal clients are, found 1,000 of them, sent them cold emails, went through the prospecting process. One person came back and paid $7,000, and the coach there then contacted the client after they'd paid. Had no interaction with them before that. It was cold to him. So that's what's coming down the pipe for us now, to automate that sort of stuff. But for most of us, we're not going to be doing that. But if nothing else, you want to automate your social media posting so you're out there every single day on all the platforms, and just keep repeating your message. Don't start creating new stuff all the time. Any new stuff you've got, just put it out there anyway, but have a regular repetition in your thing. So you can schedule all that stuff out. That's the other reason why I like go high level. You can just put it in, schedule it, and it's just going to run. You don't have to touch it. So it does all the stuff that you know should be done in business that we haven't got time to do, that we know is important, but and then we get things like, what am I actually going to say, or how am I going to do this? It just does it all for you. You set it up, it does it, it runs. So this is your business machine, so you can go out and do the things you're good at doing in business. So it's a whole new world.
Yeah, I love that, Nick. And really think about building your brand as you're repurposing your content. We do this. If you look at my socials on Instagram, Facebook, you'll see Media Queen shares and I have my little caricature. Media Queen shares, and then we share different things like mass media marketing tips, or we share inspiration, because we're all about lifting the energy, right, with good news. So have a look at the way I do that, and we just repeat it every 90 days, as Nick says. We just repeat the same social media posts because people do need to see things multiple times. They've got very short attention spans. Apparently fleas have longer attention spans now than human beings do. So sometimes, you do feel sometimes like you're sick of saying your message. However, I guarantee you could be sharing your message for 5-10 years and people go, oh, I didn't know you did that.
It's the first time for them. Yeah. But also remember the social media platforms only show your content to 2 to 3% of people that are on your feed. So you can keep posting over and over and over again, and people are seeing it for the first time.
True. And this is where social media is about being social. How often do you post on other people's posts, or do you comment on other people's posts, or do you share other people's posts? And notice that when you do, you'll start seeing more of those posts. So if you're connected with people on Facebook, you say, oh, well, I never see your stuff. Well, how often have you gone onto their profile and shared or liked or shown some love, right? Give the love out there. I don't know how many times I've asked our group of people to share the love about this event, right? And some of you did, some of you didn't, and wherever you're at, that's fine. But, we can make the request.
And if you don't have people coming up to you in the supermarket saying, oh, you're Nik Cree, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes, I am. So that's a good indicator that you're starting to share. So I do get people coming up to me and say, oh, I know you from somewhere. I don't know where you know me from. It's my shirts.
Yes. And a lot more people than you think will be watching your content than you actually think. There's only, they say 2 to 3% actually see it. Look at the insights on your Facebook post because it shows you how many people have actually seen your post. It's very, very interesting. You might only have 5-10 comments, but there might be hundreds or thousands of views on your content.
And you're not posting for the people that comment. You're posting for those that are anonymously checking you out. And there are people there that will check you out to find out, do I actually want to, is this the right person for me? They will never comment, they will never share because they're checking you out. So they're in the crowd there, they're looking at you, so you're posting for them. So don't get hung up on the stats. You just want to be posting value.
Mal Emery, one of my previous mentors, Mal Emery used to say, market until people buy or die. Right? And interesting, yesterday we had Moana Robinson here, one of our speakers, a sassy stylist. And it's about 15 years after I originally met Moana. We'd been friends and she'd, been following my stuff for 15 years. And then she hit about 60 and she said, right, I'm now ready to put myself out there. I want to get this media consultation with you and go the next level. So 15 years later, she was then ready. But she then had that trust factor was built up because it's that know-like trust, right? And people do business with people now more so than ever. So building your personal brand is so, so important. And I love what you said about reviews too. And something we do with reviews, make it easy for people to do reviews. So we have a special link for our reviews, for example. So I would love a 5-star review from all of you here. And our review link is linktr.ee /AA reviews, linktr.ee /AA reviews. Make it easy for people. And, you could send an email out after an event or you could have a QR code people scan. We make it easy for people to do reviews. And then once people do a 5-star review for us, what we do is we then thank them we have a templated image. We put their photo there, we put their review online, and we share it right across our socials and thank the people that enjoy our services as well. So always look at how you can help promote them as well and thank them for giving you a 5-star review. How do you do your reviews? I'm sure Nick would love a 5-star review as well.
Oh, I would love it. In fact, I've got this little business card I've created which hasn't got my name on, hasn't got my phone number on, hasn't got my anything on. The only thing it's got on there is a website address. But that takes you to all the ways you can connect with me. Go and watch YouTube videos, lots and lots of content with it, and you can leave a review for me as well. So if you want one of those, I'll leave them around there somewhere. So if you do want, I've got a ton of videos about this sort of stuff up on YouTube, which you are more than welcome to use. And that's the other thing I would say too. Don't be afraid to give away your best content for free.
I encourage you to come in your retro disco gear. I know some of you brought a change of clothes with you, so we'll be enjoying that a little bit later. So let's just take a few minute break now, and then we'll come back with my session. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so now